Hey, what's up? It's Jared with State of Tech, and I have the Yi Home camera. This is the second generation 1080p version, and this is a great little camera. Now, I did a comparison of this versus the Nest camera. I feel like as far as, little self-contained camera systems that have like online DVR cloud backup, it's kind of between Yi and Nest as far as the cameras that are available. I know there are other ones out there, but a lot of other ones have kind of differences to them that are separate from this type of camera. So I wanted to do a full review of this camera because I'm really impressed by it. And as a person who's used Nest cameras since they bought out Dropcam and used Dropcam since Dropcam launched their first camera, I'm really impressed by this camera, and it's making me consider wanting to switch from Nest cams because some of my cameras are getting a little old, so who knows, maybe I will switch. So let's talk about this little camera here. This is the Yi Home camera, second generation. It's all self-contained. It's powered by micro USB. So just like the other cameras, plug it in, run the cable, and plug it into the wall. They're very low voltage. And what's unique about this camera, though, is that not only does it record to cloud services, which are available, but it has a micro SD card in it. It comes with a 32, well, you could buy it with or without, but it does come with a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, and that becomes a card that it records to internally. So now, this camera here, at the time of recording this video, retails for $59.99, or for $10 more, you can get it with the 32 gig card, and I've provided links in the description below so you can check that out. This camera with a 32 gigabyte card in it, you don't need to spend any money on any other sorts of services like their cloud service. Their cloud service obviously is helpful if you want something to back up off-site because, little camera with the micro SD card in it, your backup or your storage is only as safe and secure as your camera is. So if your camera was to get stolen or something like that, you wouldn't have any backup. So the cloud service could become useful there. Now, the cloud service for this Yi camera is $10 a month, or if you pay for it for a full year, it gets a little bit cheaper. But at $10 a month, you can get a full backup of this camera. So one camera with a full backup of live recording. So, scroll through the footage, see any time that you want live from that backup. Or if you have 5 cameras or up to 5 cameras, that same $10 a month account can back up just the notification portion that you would receive because of some sort of activity happening. So say it records motion and it records some sort of activity, it can save up to 5 cameras to that same account. And in my opinion, the only thing I really care about is that activity period. The other footage that, nothing really is going on, it doesn't really matter to me. What's going on there, I don't need that backed up. I can always go to the card that's on the camera and get that. The card that's on the camera, if you choose the option, 32 gigabytes will get you a couple of days worth of recording. And once the card is full, it just deletes the oldest files. So it continuously adds new files and deletes the oldest files, and it continuously records, so you always get that. You can, of course, set the time frames that you want the camera to be turned on, so it isn't just recording 24 hours a day. In case you don't need that, you can set the time in which the camera starts recording and stops recording. You can also choose whether or not it's just recording everything constantly, 24/7, or just those notifications of activity happening. So it's really customizable. And their app is really nice as well. Their app runs on your smartphone, and you're able to get notified there whenever there's, some movement or something happened. Obviously, like if you want notifications while you're away, I do believe that you have to have a DVR account. So that DVR account is what gives you notifications from the camera to their cloud services and to your phone. Otherwise, you'd have to be home and connected to the same network, or maybe you have these at your office or something like that. You'd have to be connected to the same network to get those notifications, or to be able to see when alerts and stuff like that are happening. So the camera not only captures 1080 video, but it also captures good audio quality. There's a mic on the back, and it has, they say it also has 3D noise reduction with, and that's a problem with small cameras like this, is when they're operating at night, the little sensor on these cameras isn't really that great at night. It does have infrared, and infrared is going to help, but there's still 3D noise reduction built in to kind of help knock that down just a little bit, and that's also a great option. One thing about this camera is it does not support 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So if you have a router, a wireless router, which you're going to need in order to connect to this, you're going to have a router that supports both 5 gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz, which if you have an older router, it's definitely not going to be a problem. But if you have a newer router, you're going to want to make sure that you have 5 gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz turned on, because this only supports Wi-Fi 802.11b, G, and N. It does not support A and C, which A and C is your 5 gigahertz channels. So nonetheless, I really like this camera. The video files that it saves on the SD card, you just take that SD card out, put it in your computer, and you have all the files there. I've been showing you example files that we've captured, and what made it really easy for us to make this video, because I just took that SD card out and I'm showing you the same files that were recorded by the camera. They are in HD, and this video we filmed in 4K, so they're not going to be as big as this 4K video, but nonetheless, for reviewing, it's plenty large enough, even if you needed to zoom in a little bit to see the activity that's going on and to be able to make out a face or something like that. I really was impressed with the video quality that this little camera came out with. So Yi cameras, Yi home camera, this is the second generation. They also make other stuff. They have their action cameras, which are competitors with GoPro, and those cameras are fantastic. The main differences I found between these cameras and the other name brands is that these are a little plasticky. There's obvious reasons why they're cheaper, but as far as quality goes, as far as the video quality, you're going to get top-notch video quality out of these in comparison to the others. If you want to see a comparison between this Yi camera and the Nest cams, I did a video on that, so make sure to check out, link in the description below, or click on the card and you'll see that. If you have any questions about this camera, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. Links in the description, like I said, to Amazon so that you can check out these cameras. There are mixed reviews. I've read some reviews that people wrote saying that this Yi camera isn't that great, blah, 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 blah. But I've had no problems with it. And I think that, some people get frustrated because maybe they didn't go through the setup process correctly, or they got confused. But the setup process is extremely easy with this camera. If you download the Yi Home app from the App Store or the Google Play Store, it walks you through the process. You log into your Wi-Fi. You have to make sure that Wi-Fi is enabled on your phone first, and that you're connected to the Wi-Fi that you want the camera to connect to. And then you have to make sure that you're connected to that 2.4 gigahertz. And then once you enter in that information, a QR code comes up, you scan it with the camera, it connects, and you're good to go. And you even get a 30-day trial of their cloud DVR software. And the cloud DVR, you can cancel it after 30 days, or you can just continue to let it renew. At the time that I set it up, it actually runs through PayPal, so it's nice, safe, and secure setting up that account with them. If at any time you want to cancel, you can cancel from within the app, or you can, of course, go over to your PayPal account and cancel as well. So Yi has just built another great product at a good cost, a good price here. So if you're looking for cameras to put in your home or your office, it's really going to be hard to find something better than these Yi cameras. The only thing that they don't come with that I found was any really kind of neat mounting or whatnot, which I know some of the other cameras come with. But you can overcome all of that. You can make a mount. You can find a way to mount these cameras. They're so much cheaper. So check out those links in the description below, and hopefully we'll see you next time here on State of Tech. Thanks a lot.